What's up, my fellow gym rats? Today, I want to just talk about the importance of warming up before you're working out. Me, what I do, you know, what I suggest to people is, our joints are like Play Doh. When they're cold, they're brittle. It's like Play Doh is. When you warm it up in your hand, it's flexible and, it's more pliable, So basically, it's important to warm up. I would say 10 minutes on a cardio. I would say walk on the treadmill or ride the bike for 10 minutes at a low level. We're not trying to do cardio. We just want to get blood flowing to the muscles and everything. The one thing you don't want to do is just go straight to weights and start doing your sets without warming up properly, and that's what I do. But I do it like I was sharing in previous videos, I do my cardio, actually my cardiovascular, before I do my weight routine. It's unconventional, to what most people say. They say do your weight routine first and then do your cardio afterward. But to be honest, at my age, at 50 years old, my cardio is the most important thing. So I do my cardio first. Uh, I make sure I put all my effort into it. And, I do it for 30 minutes. I don't do it any longer than 30 minutes. If it's getting too easy for me, I'll just increase the intensity, but no more than 30 minutes at a time. And my choice of cardio is the bike, just the regular bike, at the gym, not the recumbent bike where it has back support in this is actually your, upright, like you're actually riding a bike. So I do that. Um, and, it's important to warm up, like I said, before the workout. You don't want to go straight to your weight routine. And the other thing is stretching too. Some people say stretch before your workout. I don't do that. Like on leg day, I'll do some dynamic stretching, where you're kind of swinging your leg. You're kind of like this. I'll demonstrate, as you call Frankenstein's, you're like this, opening up your hips, um, doing some kicks, with your legs, and whatnot. But I'll do that kind of warm up when I'm doing legs, because I want my legs to be warm. And, I'm doing a cardio before I do my legs too. I'm doing 30 minutes on the cycling, 30 minutes before I do my legs, but I still do the dynamic stretching to get the hips opened up. Um, and, I do some lightweight. Another thing is when you're doing your sets, you're not going to just go to your working sets. You're going to do your warm up sets, and this and that. Um, and that's what I do. It's important to warm up before you go to the gym. Like I said, don't just go straight to the weights or straight to your workout. Go and warm up on a cardio for 10 minutes. If you do your cardio afterward, that's fine. Go do your cardio afterward, but you still want to get on a cardio for 10 minutes and warm your body up. Get the blood flowing to your body before you go straight to weights, because it'll prevent you from getting injured. I know this from experience. I've been in the game for a while as far as working out. I've been working out since I was 16, like I shared before, and I did some stuff when I was younger that I won't do again. It's we learn from life experiences, and I've learned what not to do. So warming up is very important, especially at my age at 50. Um, so yeah, today was back day. I had a good workout. You know, felt great. Joint pain or anything like that. It was phenomenal. And like I was sharing before in previous videos, I do more volume with back. It doesn't have to be double the volume that you do for chest, but just make sure you get more sets back for back, because what happens is when you do a lot of pushing movements, your shoulders roll forward like this, and you get that front shoulder thing going on. So I want my shoulders to be back, so I do more back. I do more sets when I do back than I do chest. I still do a lot of volume. Don't get me wrong. When I do chest, I still bang a lot of volume out and stuff like that. And that's my philosophy. I've shared this some of my training things that I do for my body. It's not a cookie cutter thing. It's not going to work for everybody else, but I know it works for me. So I'm just a guy that trains with a lot of volume. I've always done that, and I get results from it, and that's what I do. But I don't recover as fast, like I shared before. I mean, I seem to recover pretty good, but it's just the fact of the matter as we get older. When we're 40 and over, our body doesn't recover as fast. So, um, and I just wanted to share that, but the importance of warming up. So when you're at the gym, don't forget to warm up. If you're at home, let's say you're working out at home, the other factor is maybe go for a walk around the block, maybe walk for maybe 10 minutes or so, just get the blood flowing, and then go do your workout at home if that's your thing. If you have weight set at home or whatever, you need to warm up or do jumping jacks or whatever you have to do to get your heart rate up. So I'm going to end this video, and I want to keep popping videos for you. I do a lot of shorts and stuff like that, but I just, I'm new to this YouTube thing. I'm trying to get this going. So, I want to pop regular videos in here too. So, hope everybody has a blessed night. Peace out.